RowZero is a next-gen spreadsheet built for big data. In this video, I'll show you how to leverage Python inside your spreadsheet using RowZero's built-in Python window. To start, I've opened the Python window and I'm going to run some initial code. RowZero lets you write custom Python functions that you can call inside the spreadsheet, and it also lets you import Python packages. It's all pre-built and runs in the cloud, so there's nothing to install. You can see I've imported the Y-Finance Python package and have written a simple function to return the stock price history of a given ticker. So let's hit run and test it out. Okay, you can see I got the message build completed, so that tells me that it successfully ran. And now I can call my function. So I'm going to write equals stock. And I can reference a cell here, so I'm going to reference the ticker for Google. And this is going to give me the historical stock prices for Google going all the way back to its IPO. And I can sort this to recent and format. Make those dollars, I'll make volume a little easier to see here. Like close out the window. And what's nice here is I can change the ticker and everything's going to dynamically update. It remembers my sort and my formatting and it just works, which is great. So let's take this a step further. By default, stocks are reported with their adjusted stock price, factoring all historical stock splits. But I want to see what the unadjusted price would be if the stock never split its price. To do that, I need to know the product of all historical stock splits. So let me see if I can calculate that. Equals product, and unfortunately that's going to give me a 0 because most days have a 0 and the product function does not ignore zeros. So I'm going to create a new function to calculate the product but ignore 0 and null values. So let me go back to my Python code window, and I've already written this code, so I'm just going to copy and paste it in here and hit run. Okay, I got build completed, so that means it worked correctly. I'm going to close the window, and now I'm going to call that same function equals product A on stock splits, and it's going to give me a value of 240, which is the product of all stock splits that are not null or 0. So that's exactly what I need. And now I can calculate the unadjusted stock price, which is going to be the close price for a given day times the product of all stock splits. And I can give this a header, unadjusted price. And you can see the unadjusted stock price, at least right now, for Amazon would be $45,000 if there had never been a stock split. So it's a good idea they did the stock splits. Now I want to find the stock's price appreciation since IPO. So I need to find the first day of trading. And I'm going to clean up my date column over here. So I'm going to use the date part formula to just convert this to a nice clean date. Call that day. Okay, so my first day of trading is just going to be the min of the day column. And I want to find the close price of the first day. And so I can just use a simple X lookup. I'm going to look up this first day in the day column, and I'm going to return the corresponding unadjusted price, which is going to be $23. And now I want to look at the latest day in the data range. So I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to pull the max, and I'm going to get the close price of the latest day by using an X lookup again. So I'm going to look up the day column, find the corresponding price, the 45,000 price. Okay, and now I want to calculate the price appreciation. So that's just going to be the latest close price minus the initial divided by the initial. This is going to give me the price appreciation, nice big number if you're lucky enough to invest on the first day. And let's say my initial investment was $1,000. So my total value today would be just this 1,000 times price appreciation. And that's going to give us $1.91 million. Pretty nice gain there. Let's do a quick pivot table so I can see all of the stock splits over history. So I'm just going to drop that in here, and I'm going to pull the day and stock splits, and I just need a filter for stock splits greater than 0. So I'm only pulling days that had a stock split, and you can see I now have my stock splits here. And let's just give this a quick title right here. So I'll make some space. Stock split history. Cool. And now let's chart this. So let's just select day and adjust unadjusted price, insert chart, and let's make this a line chart. Call it daily stock price. Cool. Oops. And I can pull this guy down. And everything here is in sync. And so you can see I have a nice chart here. I can come up here and update this to NVIDIA, and everything updates, and my chart gets a lot steeper. My return gets a lot better. So if you are lucky enough to invest in NVIDIA early on, you're probably not watching this video. Good for you. So you can see this is a pretty powerful situation when you can combine Python with a dynamic spreadsheet like row0. This is just scratching the surface. row0 can handle massive billion row data sets, and it syncs directly to your data sources. So you can build this type of analysis that's really dynamic and automatically updates on top of your data warehouse. You can try row0 for free at row0.io and see why row0 is the best spreadsheet for big data.